Mark Williams to break.
And I think if that old phrase, John, form is temporary, class is permanent, then this is the answer to it, this final.
Nothing more true, John, than that. Two wonderful players who have got themselves to another world final. Incredible. But then again, when you see what attributes they have, maybe not that incredible. Wonderful match players, great temperaments. I mean, can anybody more laid back than Mark Williams coming into a major final? Incredible.
Yeah, he's a one-off, is Mark. Long pot success. Well, John Higgins at 50%. And didn't see the value in taking that red on because he wasn't certain to be on a colour and it was risky. So just probably thinking I'll just play my way in this evening because it must have been a shock to the system to be 4-0 behind and 5-1.
Yeah, didn't really get out the blocks, did he, opening session? Don't suppose it was being tired or anything. It was just one of those sessions. He just maybe a little bit nervous and didn't really get going.
Well, spotted the double. Clever shot, as you'll see with Mark Williams, but this is a tricky black. Just a bit high.
Mark Williams won.
As I say, tricky black. But once he'd got the double, was forced into it, really. So close. I think John thought it was in for a second.
I tell you what, that's a big shot in the frame as well, John, because if that goes in, you see, just catching the near jaw, purposely left it on the black where he pot it and go straight into the pack, so that was a huge shot. I didn't think that was on, to be honest with you.
One.
But he may have ended up snookered on both, pink and black. If he's landed in the one spot there, well, he can swerve this to pot it. And he's just looking to see if he swerves it with a little bit of side, will it come off the cushion and it can go between the pink for the red. And there's Manchester United footballer Michael Carrick, John, somebody who you'll know very well, being a fan.
Yeah, absolutely. One of Manchester United's all-time greats. There's no doubt about that. And he's retired, but he's going to be on the coaching staff. And talking about Manchester United, all our thoughts go out to Sir Alex. Hope he's on the way to recovery.
Mark Williams, 8.
That was an excellent pot from Mark in the middle there that he chipped in, but you couldn't believe where he finished. Just needed anything really on the black. It was a brilliant chance, as I say, with it being over the corner, he could have played the shot to go straight into the pack and open them up.
That's John's luck. He's got a clear run to the reds just below the pink. Needs a good cue ball though. A couple of reds may be possible. Ooh, he's caught this much too thin. That's a miss hit.
He may have been fortunate as well because he's left Mark horrible cue in here. Got to be very careful when you follow through. The cue doesn't touch the red. there was a lot in that shot to think about. Not only was it extremely difficult queuing across the table, he had to keep his eye on the fact that when he followed through, there wasn't any contact with the red he was closest to. So it was a big shot.
Yeah, and he had to play it that way. If he'd have played it with pace, he'd have probably kissed the red near the top cushion and been on nothing. But it's a reprieve for John. And how many times do we see it? You play a bad shot, you think it's going to cost you. Next thing, it's cost you nothing, and you're back at the table with a good chance.
Six. Seven.
Well, off the jaw. I think he may have missed that at one point.
Yeah, it was a type of shot coming off that left-hand jaw as we look. He could have lost the cue ball, but he's okay, nicely on the black. Just screwing back a fraction to leave room for the black to go back on its spot.
40.
There's no doubt, John, that John Higgins has shortened up his cue action slightly. He came in the studio the other day and said he'd seen something on one of the BBC coverage programmes that when he was playing, his cue action was a little bit on the long side, even for him. So he's shortened it up a touch. A bit more compact, a bit more control. And he certainly started to score when he did it.
That's okay, he's got a red to the right middle.
22.
Always amazes me with John Higgins, and Stephen Hendry brought it the other day, how far the tip of the cue is from the cue ball when he addresses it. Most players are almost touching the white. Well, one eye on the cannon.
John Higgins, 22.
One eye on the cannon, took his eye off the pot. But what has he left? First glance, nothing.
Many qualities you need as a snooker player, and patience is certainly one of them. Mark Williams has just got to hope for a better opportunity there, and also when John mishit the safety shot and left him pretty awkward.
This is a wonderful arena, and the setting, well, we've been here now 41 years and it just never fails to bring out a bit of emotion. He's taking this red on. Feels the only one he can leave is the one he's playing. Great pot. Wonderful shot.
Yeah, can't cue one better than this. And of course, where he's finished on the black is absolutely perfect for a little stun up. Red at the back of the cluster definitely goes. So, from nothing, he's created a chance. That was an excellent opening red.
8.
When he pots this red, he'll release another one to the opposite corner. Purposely leaving himself
9.
low on the black. He's got an angle to go into them. But if he just played a cannon on the loose red that's to the left of him, he'd have a red to the opposite corner to the black. Depends how he feels, whether he feels as though he can guarantee the cannon on the loose red.
shot. There's a nice little stun up there. I think that red you were talking about, John, probably
60.
a little bit tight, wasn't it? So he decided, I'll take the cannon and take my chances. Played it well.
Yeah, it's worked out okay. The only downside, you would say, is a little bit closer to the cushion than he'd like to be. But that was a good
70.
shot. And he's got a nice angle on the black. You feel just one good positional shot here, and the 30 points he needs to get to snooker's required stage will be there. But it's just one more good positional shot.
And he hasn't played it.
24.
I think he was trying to stun up the other side of the reds there. Just got into the cue ball a bit much. Trying to play for the red in the opposite corner, but got into the white a little bit too effectively. And now it's just a safety. So he's got a 40, he's got, well, I should say 35-point lead, but he's had 3 chances already in the frame. Not really put it to bed yet. It should be a little bit worrying.
Yeah, he doesn't want to overcomplicate this third shot. Well, it looks like he's going to play safe into the top cushion and just put a red safe and the black safe, or
John
in a
Higgins,
safe-ish
24.
position. So always thinking not to put the disappointment of the poor positional shot behind him, but this frame's still well and truly on.
Yeah, he sacrificed there. More or less would have known he could be in trouble. And Mark Williams hasn't quite got enough on the cue ball, but there was a chance there he could have been right behind the brown. John still thought it was worth playing to try and get the black safe.
Taking this on. Oh no, it wasn't. You fool me. But now he's played it as he has. He maybe wish he had it done, because he's definitely left the red to the left centre, containing safety, but it's not worked out.
There's a brilliant cut in the little pocket.
1.
And the only downside is if he's come straight, this was wonderful cueing from Mark Williams. Not a lot to look at there in those middles, John.
Yeah, and I suppose we can see the value of John Higgins. If the black had been on its spot here, we could be saying that this is a great chance of steal, but as you say, a bit too straight on the black. Trying to force the cue ball out. Well, he's done very well. Needed a bit more side, but I don't think he
8.
wanted to risk playing with too much side. So, another good pot needed.
Good pot played. Excellent. And this is a really dangerous table now for John Higgins. Yes, I know there's lots of pressure on it, and we see these players are that good, we think they're going to clear up every time, but this is a very dangerous board for him at the minute.
30.
The reds are all in the open, with the exception of those 2, which will easily come out with a cannon somewhere along the line. So this is a very
40.
good chance for Mark Williams, and an extremely important one, John.
Yeah, absolutely. As you say, John Higgins has already had 3 chances, but it will a lot depend on this shot. He's looked to play a cannon on the red just to the left of the pink to hold, but he needs to catch it full in the face. Just about there, he's perfect.
What an absolutely wonderful touch he's got. I mean,
90.
if that shot goes wrong at end of break, he's hit it plumb. As I say, once he gets
20.
this black, the next red, the black is perfect for a stun up into the 2 stuck together. Although he wasn't expecting that big bounce off the cushion.
Yeah, he seemed to get a big bounce off the other side cushion as
27.
well. So whether he's just maybe pushing the cues through a little bit firmer, because obviously there's tension out there.
28.
He could have done with being a little bit straighter. So Cannon on the two reds, trying to bring them into play. Oh, once again played it beautifully. We have a new favourite for the frame now.
35.
Yeah, lovely touch.
36.
Perfect world, you'd get the green back up on its spot. Make it easier.
And I think that's what he played for, John, and he's just under-hit it. He was able to control the cue ball nicely. Now 2 points ahead.
39. Could
have done a tiny bit more on the cue ball there. He's got a little bit too much of an angle. Don't think he can drop the blue in without getting the cannon on the yellow. It's very close. He just plays the drop in. If he can, that's what he'll play.
Yeah, because it looks like the yellow will pass the brown into the far right corner. It's all about line and length. Good line. Perfect length.
45.
He's taken these well, hasn't he?
This is absolutely
47.
vintage Mark Williams. This is what he's always been exceptional at, John, when he was winning tournaments.
Yeah, and he'll be a little bit disappointed there. He let that cue ball run through a couple of inches. John Higgins will be there wondering about the chance he's missed. Mark Williams needs green, brown and blue to take the first frame of this second session. But he's okay
50.
now.
Yeah, and even that was a better shot than it looked when you got that extension on the NDQ with the extra weight. Very easy to get into that cue ball too much and screw back. But he played it beautifully.
$54.
This blue to go 22 points in front with just 13 remaining. Excellent snooker from Mark Williams. John Higgins had 3 chances, and you might say had a run of the ball. First chance Mark Williams has got, he's won the frame.
65.
And looks in marvellous touch. Good start from Mark Williams. He won't be worried whether the cue ball goes in the middle or not.
72 in the frame.
The family are happy. John Higgins needs to pick up his game. 3 chances and not taken. Mark Williams now extends his lead to 3.